All right, what is up, YouTube? I believe we are good to go. I had that all pumped out and all figured out to have that little thing going over on top of my, oh god, but now I have to learn how to turn that off. Oh, there we go. I think I did it. Maybe not. Maybe I can't adjust that halfway. Do you guys get to see everything? Let me just check here. Let me just check this, and then we're gonna get into it. We got the finals here. Still getting this live thing completely figured out. I want to make sure that my webcam is on. No, there's no webcam. Where's my webcam? Oh my god, webcam. Why isn't the webcam on? Webcam. What the fruitcakes is going on? How come I don't have my webcam? Webcam. Done. Configure, deactivate when not shown. What is happening? Why can't... Oh, what is this? Oh, I see what I have to do. I am here. I'm just underneath. Webcam? What the fudge? Alright, we might have to do a restream here. I don't know what's happening with my webcam right now. Webcam. Work. Oh, there we are. All right, we figured it out. We don't have to fix anything. All right, here we are, jumping into it. The finals. Hope that video got you pumped. It's your boy Tony G, and we are here with the finals. A $100 take all best of 7 series. We finally are here to do it. Let's just make sure that our sound is good. Digital sound, volume. Make sure it's not too loud. Make sure it's not too quiet. I think that'll be good. All right, let's jump into it. We got first one. We got game one. Fourdrones is gonna get Protoss, and Hello is going to be Zerg. Hello is on his. He is a low money player, Korean obviously, and his race when he plays low money. Usually, when you're low money, you usually only play one race. You don't do random like you do in fastest. He is actually a Zerg player, so Zerg is his best race for and low money, and he is very good at it in fastest as well, despite it being considered the weak, or actually statistically the weakest race in fastest map possible. So we'll see if Hello can make turn that into his advantage, even though these spots aren't going to be too good, and his Overlord is going to be able to see him right away, which is probably going to be advantage for drones. For drones is going to know that he's playing a Zerg, and is going to know that the Zerg is right beside him. So he's going to make sure that he doesn't die to any Ling Rush, and he's also going to be able to apply a lot of pressure and have his drops very close. He can just tech put his drops right here, and they are just super close to his minerals. So it's gonna be difficult for Hello in the beginning, mid game, and maybe in the late game. If he's able to hold on to all of his drones, he'll be able to do okay. Because he'll be also because the advantage in late game, once he has all his economy and everything up, he'll be able to attack the Protoss really quickly, and the Protoss will have a hard time. But I'd say if the first 15 minutes, the Zerg is going to be behind and just going to be holding on unless he can pull off some kind of Ling or muted cheese, which these Koreans can do. So yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. And the probe is gonna go in right away and actually gonna throw down a pylon. So he's gonna throw down a pylon right in his face. Okay, he's gonna cancel that. He knows that's not gonna be a good idea. Probably gonna be a waste of minerals. It was spotted. Hello's not gonna let that happen. We have 3 larvae saved up for Lings, so 3 Lings are going to be produced. One drone is going to chase away the probe, but also come down here to make a sunken. The probe realizes that he's not being chased and that he is actually going to go down and build there and start harassing again. Make sure that these sunkens don't get down. Don't get down immediately. Just have some kind of harassment what he can. We have super quick gas and a super quick core though for Brown, right in front of the Overlord. So Blue is going to be able to see exactly what Brown's strategy is, which is super quick tech and not many zealots in the early game. So Hello's not going to have to throw down too many sunken colonies at the front. He's going to be able to use his Lings and his one sunken colony to really defend a lot of, or as many zealots that you could possibly pump this early with 2 gateways. First Ling's going to come in. We're going to see the first action here. The first little micro battle going down. The probes are going to run by the zealot and take down 2 probes. Pretty good. And attack a couple of shots on the Nexus there. Not going to really do much. The zealot's going to take a shot away. Going to go around the other side, see if they can get any more probes. 3 probes down. 4 probes down with the first 6 Zerglings. That's very good. That's quite a bit of damage. It doesn't affect you as much when you're not really massing a lot of gateways or anything, but that's still good. A quick robotics facility going to be seen by the Zerg player and going to be thrown down at the 330 mark. A super early robotics. It looks like he's just going to go right into Reaver and probably just shuttle over his zealots right over here and just have a little battle with zealots and zealots. Just zealots and the Reavers are pretty good, especially if you can pass all of the actual defense here. He's probably going to go over here just to make sure that the Zerg isn't being too greedy without the sunken colonies and see if he can run by, maybe get any damage done. Not going to be the case, though. He's got lots of Zerglings and lots of Sunkens at the front. The front is pretty secure. A second Robo going to go down by the Protoss player. He did throw down a Nexus, too, after those Lings took out a couple of probes, making sure he doesn't fall behind economically. Good call. Throwing down another Gateway. Still pumping Zealots, too, from all... Or I guess he's not really pumping Zealots right now, but he does have 4 Zealots on the field. 6 Zealots on the field. So he did make quite a few, and it looks like I still no robotics facility. There we go. Our robotics support bay. Robotics support bay is going to go down now. I guess he probably didn't have the gas, maybe. And yeah, we're going to see exactly what his plan is. If it's, I believe that I called it. It's going to be the zealot. He's going to first transfer these 4 zealots over, probably right on top of the mineral patch even, because this is really early before a lot of players can even have any Hydralisk. He does have a Hydralisk dead down, though, at the choke. Using it very good with an Evo chamber, which is going to make the zealots not have a full DPS and also have just good tech. Because he needs that anyway, so he's not wasting any minerals. Because sometimes people just throw down 2 Evo chambers there, and then put their Hydralisk in another Evo chamber up there for upgrades, so they don't get picked off. But that's not going to be the case here. The Zerglings are going to come over here and see that the shuttle is out right now, and see if they can pick off any more probes here, get any damage done, scout off, see what's all going on. Good low money Zerg play, taking out another two workers there before they all get taken off. Probably not the most efficient, but they do get a scout off, and he is going to know the timing of this. He is able to get a couple hydras off. He got 3 hatchery hydras, so he's going to have a hydra and a spore in a really good spot. I actually like that a lot. The spore going to be exactly where the Protoss sends it. He's going to send the first one in here. Going to be able to drop all 3 zealots. The 4th zealot was a little injured. It didn't get to join this battle, this slaying of zealots here. Zealots going to try to run by to distract the hydras from the next drop, but that was a very good defense from that first drop. He was able to get hydras off, a lot of hydras quickly, and now the Protoss is going to be a little bit panicked here because he did see that's a lot of hydras. If these hydras get into his base, it's not going to be good news. Not much units other than these 2 reavers here, so he's not going to be able to drop these right away. He's actually going to use these for some defense while he gets the choke up of himself to make sure that he doesn't die to any hydra run by, because Hello defended that really good, and he got that overlord in there, so he knows exactly what he's playing against. And everyone who's played a lot of StarCraft knows StarCraft's a lot easier if you know what you're playing against. If you know the tech tree of your opponent and you can prepare for it accordingly, you should be in an advantage, because StarCraft is a reacting game, and if you're reacting instead of initiating for the most part, you should be in the lead. You should be winning. The choke is going to go down for the Protoss player. He's going to put a gateway there, and he's going to keep his couple reavers there to make sure that no hydras can get into his base. Hello playing this pretty good, though. He's not interested in putting in any pressure right now. He's going to give Brown respect, knowing that these hydras are probably going to be a waste, and he needs them just for defense while he gets his economy up nice and strong. Throwing down 5 hatcheries here at the front. That's going to be very good. He's to pump out. He's going to put himself in a pretty good position. He's going to slowly tech to his lair to probably get mutas. We have seen Hello do the Muta Hydralisk, where he uses mutas to pick off reavers and Hydralisk to just kill everything else. We'll see if that is his choice or his decision. We'll see exactly what his plan is. We got 1 dropship going to go the long way, because Brown shouldn't be as prepared on this side, but the Overlord's in good position. Are going to be able to spot that. We'll see how quickly he reacts. Hydra's moving right now. Going to be able to react in time, probably, to get this dropship. I don't think the dropship's going to get anything, but we will see coming in here with balls of steel. 1 reaver dropping, going to take out 1 single drone that hatched from that hatchery. Hello did end up pull a lot of, it looked like not all of his drones, but he did pull some drones just in case that drop did somehow have like a high Templar or something in there. So he was prepared just in case, but he took care of that very nicely. A couple cannons going in here to make sure that the Overlords can't see as much as they possibly can. We have the first starport coming out. Reaver speed or dropship speed going to be done soon, possibly not done. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're going to be done right now. Good call, Tony G. Pretty accurate with those timings. Oh my goodness. And we're going to see how this next drop goes in. We got 1 reaver, 1 zealot going to come in from the top. We do have a lot of hydralisk and a couple spores up here to defend. No Corsair to take the damage, but he is going to be able to get the reaver down, and the reaver is going to get a big shot off. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure exactly how many kills that was, but that is a lot of damage. Very good job. Makes up for the first 2 drops that did very little. They're going to make the next couple rounds from these hatcheries, not units. They're going to be drones. That's what you need as Protoss, just putting the Zerg 1 step behind, because every time they don't have to make drones, they're going to be teching 1 step farther or forward instead of backwards. When you storm, you just put the Zerg back a little bit more, buying yourself a little bit more time before they get into this huge mass where it's just real hard to kill them. You're going to continue to drop off of 2 robotics that he built super early. He has a Stargate, going to pump out the Corsairs to protect the dropship as much as possible from these spores, and he's going to mass up gateways behind this. He's going to really try to hurt the economy and then try to pressure this choke. The choke still hasn't been added to at all since the beginning of the game. Hello knows that he's in a pretty good position, and he knows he's in a very good position before that last reaver drop. That last reaver drop really hurt, though. You can see that he's just building drones right now. Those are probably, oh no, these are hydralisks. We can actually click on them. Can't click on them sometimes, but you can click on them here. We can see that it is Hydralisk pumping out. Another drop coming around here from this, I'm going to go right through the front now here, actually. Pretty good spot. No spores here, but there is a lot of Hydralisks. We'll see if they're going to be able to pick off the right one. Picks off one. Oh, a Reaver coming down, jumping over all of those hatcheries and landing right there, but wasn't able to get a shot off. I believe, oh no, not all of them are on that side, but if he was able to get off half of those drones, that would have been very bad for blue and put brown in a very good position, but blue is going to be able to kill that before it gets any shots off, and we are going to continue to see how this goes. Another drops coming down constantly. More Corsair here, going to make it even harder to pick these drops off. We have one Reaver again. He's continuing to drop Reavers instead of High Templars, which is an okay decision if you're getting damage done. But High Templars are just do way more damage way quickly. Reavers are just so dumb sometimes. They're just risky business, especially if you're going to rely on only one. Going right here through a big patch of Hydra is going to pick off. Oh, is this? No, this one doesn't have the Reaver in it. Going to be able to pick off the right one. Only going to be able to drop one goon in here, which is not going to be much damage. Corsairs are going to get over here and maybe pick off some of these Overlords if they don't got any speed. And he's going to start trying to build some gateways in the middle. He has built a lot of gateways at home. He still is 160 to 106 supply, so the Protoss is still in a lead, despite only having one of his drops do a lot of damage. The drops are just not going to stop. Brown is going to continue to drop all game long. A couple of Corsairs going to go over to make sure that Brown doesn't have any expansions yet. A lot of Zergs like to get expansions so they get some extra gas, because you can just never have too much gas as a Zerg player. We got another drop coming in here. How many are loaded up here? This is going to be the money one, so we're going to see if it gets picked off. Only one of them are loaded up, pretty sure. We're going to go in here, see how she goes, right in the back. Pretty good coverage here. Going to be hard to pick that one off. One goon going to drop, one High Templar going to go down. Going to get one off. I don't know if he pulled at all. That looks like a lot of drones. Is that an all kill? That might have been an all. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. He thought maybe that he had enough Hydralisks down that he didn't need to pull all of his drones, but that was a big hit there, getting all of his drones taken out there. That's going to put him back into the Stone Age. That is almost a GG storm right there. That was, yeah, if you miss one, if you miss one that early, like I said, before the 15-minute mark, the Zerg is just really trying to get going here. Unless he pulled some cheese off, which he wasn't able to do. He's just trying to defend drops from the very beginning. He did a very good job at only letting 2 drops land, but the one drop killed probably half, and that second drop killed all mining workers. Gonna start pounding away at the front. So now he's going to have to decide whether he's going to... It's just a lot harder to spend your larva, because every larva means a lot more now, because you're not going to have the minerals, you're not going to have the drones, and you're not going to have the army. So you have to decide where to put what and how to do it, because you're going to need to just put exactly what you need everywhere to not die. He's going to decide to put all of these down and all of his drones into sunken colonies to try to defend this first push. First push going in, but it's just his supply is not going to go down. Another drop coming in here. Oh, excuse me. Let's hope he pulls. Oh, no. He was able to pick the dropship off, I think. Was able to get the money dropship. So that drop is going to be defended nicely. You can see that he's really relying on being able to pick off the units, and instead of having to pull every single time. He's very confident in his micro abilities to be able to do that. Going to now have to use these Hydras that were for defense to push back this army once more. His economy, though, in the toilet, his supply, not very good. If he does lose all of these Hydras, or doesn't use them cost efficiently, this is going to be GG. Going to try to push out here. But, yeah, he knows that he can't lose these, because he just doesn't have the economy to rebuild them. He needs to save them to defend these drops. He needs to just stay back in his base and make as many sunken colonies as possible, so he can live long enough to get his economy going, so he can really fight the Protoss, who's just going to have a great economy, obviously, because he's just not going to be... he's just on the offense right now, right? And then when you're on the offense, you usually have a lot more minerals, because your economy's not getting touched. No one's killing any of your probes. No one's making you pull any of your workers. So you just have a constant influx of supply. And yeah, it's just a tough position for Zerg. You really want to throw down as many sunkens as you can when your economy is good, because it's really hard to make them when it's going in. This push is going to be real hard to stop. I don't know if the Protoss or the Zerg is going to be able to hold that. Don't know if there's any more drops here, but he's even sending in the probes, knowing that he doesn't need any more. The economy's in a pretty good spot, and the Zerg is going to be in a really tough position. Going to try to get a couple Guardians out, but his economy is just not there. Was hurt too much on those drops. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on. Not going to be able to get the upset ZVP victory. Fourdrones, I believe, is going to get a GG called here pretty soon. He doesn't want to give up, though, obviously, because this is a $100 series. A lot of money. That's like 7,000 yen or something. I don't know. And yeah, gonna just do what he can, but just not enough units, not enough larvaes, not enough sunken colonies. Another drop gonna come on. If this lands, it's not. Oh no, it does land, and that's gonna get a ton more kills. Just not looking good. I don't know how long Hello likes to stay in these games. I don't know how if we're gonna get a GG either. These two do have a rivalry. We are, but look at it. We actually are in a replay, so we can speed this up a bit. We will just see how he's going to try another storm going down. Just brutal. And we do. We get a GG. Very nice. Game 1. Fourdrones takes a 1-0 lead in our best of 7 series. A very good Protoss versus Zerg. He went super early tech and really just kept dropping the entire time, keeping the Zerg economy really, really low and doing a great job finishing him off when he had the proper infrastructure and unit combination. I'm going to jump into game 2. We are not going to take any break. Actually, no, we might take a break at some point because my mouth is already getting dry. And I drank all my iced tea already. So we might have to get a refill at some point. Jumping into game 2. All right. So we're finally going to be, or not finally, I guess. I'd say that a lot. We're going to have fourdrones have the matchup advantage versus fourdrones, who's going to be Terran this time. Protoss hello for fourdrones Terran. Fourdrones has a very strong Terran versus Protoss. He's very good at holding those mid-build zealot pressure cannon pushes. And being able to just like not lose focus, being able to stay chill and calm, and just defend without dying. I guess sometimes he does lose a lot of Marines more than I'm comfortable with, but he's always able to hold on, and he's always able to just know exactly what to do in every situation. So we are going to see the mid build from Mr. Hello, and we're going to see how well Mr. Fourdrones is able to hold on. We'll also see if this is a 3 or 4 gate mid build, because there are a lot of variations with the mid build, believe it or not. Gonna throw down the 2, which is pretty standard. 2 at the very beginning. 2, I guess we'll get rid of this guy. Don't want to get any spoilers. 2 gateway is gonna go down, and 2 barracks gonna go down. Not gonna scout the right spot yet. Those are the 2 most typical spots you like to scout. You always like to get the mid spots because they're just a little bit closer than the corner spots. Eliminate those possibilities as much as possible while you're scouting. We do see a 3rd gate and a 2nd probe joining. So it looks like, I think it's going to be a 3-gate forge by the looks of it, because usually you want to keep that guy around, and you see he does have the money for it. A forge. It does delay the first 2 zealots a little bit, but it just makes them all just more zealots in the end. But the 3-gate forge just looks like it's going to be the play for him. Going to throw down that 3rd pylon at home, probably the forge with it here, since these 2 probes are going to be out scouting and they're not going to be over here to put it down in a timely manner. The Terran, I believe the Terran did just come out and scout the mid build, so he is going to know exactly what he's playing against. He's going to be able to defend accordingly, which is big news. But once that SCV comes out, the red is going to know exactly where purple is too. That is sometimes the disadvantage of scouting. You also give away your position. No forge yet. Did he throw down a forge yet? No, he threw down a 4th gateway, so it's going to be a 4th gateway. I don't know if he did that right when he found out the position, but he is going to throw down 4 zealots, so it's going to be a lot of zealot pressure here. It's going to be way more than usual. Sometimes this can catch the Terrans off guard, because a lot of times the first zealot pressure is followed up by a cannon rush. But this is a lot more zealots, a lot more early, and then the cannons usually follow up a little bit later if you're not dead. But this is going to be very tough to hold. The zealots running by, going to start attacking the SCVs. Good hold and good micro so far by our purple player. Not losing, I don't know if he's lost any yet, but it's just the more zealots come in, the harder it is for micro. He's going to throw a couple of those injured ones into the bunker back here, but the bunker is pretty far back. These zealots are in enemy territory, behind enemy lines, which is not good. They're going to be able to attack away at these Marines, make the Marines leave the bunkers, and going to be able to just chomp away at these workers, taking away more and more workers here. We do have a forge thrown down at home there, and he's going to start the cannon pressure while all of these Marines are distracted by these zealots in the background. Excellent, excellent micro by the Protoss player, keeping these Marines busy, active, not just chilling by their bunker in the safe spot. They're going to have to micro their hearts out right now if they want to stay alive. But again, getting pushed back and leaving these workers alone, which is just not what you want to do. You're really, really struggling for minerals. You cannot afford to be losing this many SCVs right now because you're going to be behind. Now the cannons are being built. Bunkers are in range, but with no Marines and no SCV support here and all these zealots coming down, it looks like they're going to be able to take this down. This pressure looks like it's going to be too much for our Terran player to hold on. It's never good when you have cannons, especially this close already. These cannons getting closer and closer to the main. Not looking good for our purple Terran player. He's lost a lot of Marines and a lot of workers, and he's given up a lot of ground. Hello, doing a very good job keeping all of our zealots alive, making sure that none of them stray off, microing them excellently, picking off everything that they can, maximizing the cost efficiency here. We do have a factory getting thrown down. You can see he's staying very relaxed still, despite all of this happening. He hasn't done anything stupid, pulled any of the SCVs or anything. He's confident that he still can hold this. There's no academy down, though, so he's not going to have Marine range. He's really going to rely on this tank. And these cannons are getting way too close for my comfort. Once these cannons get close enough, it's just going to be game over. And these zealots are not stop massing. He hasn't done any kind of transition yet. He's just continuing to pump zealots. All 4 of these continuing to pump the zealots and just continuing to pick off units. Just too much damage, I think, going to be done here. I don't know how fourdrones is going to be able to hold on. He's doing a great job considering, but 20 supply, and while he's dealing with all these zealots, the cannons are just inching closer and closer and closer. I think these cannons will be in range of this first bunker, and the second bunker is going to shoot down this, but this cannon might be in range of that too. You can see that they do outrange them. They do need range, but even with range, I think we learned that the cannons still can, if they're in a proper place, outrange a bunker. Zealot's going to come in to help these cannons out. There's going to be a lot of DPS. These 3 SCVs might not be enough. No, there's no way there's going to be enough. This looks like this will be the killing blow. There's going to be no units left, no bunkers left, and these cannons are going to be way too close to the command center. Oh god, we do have the spoiler thing up too. I got to make sure to get rid of that because that is giving away that this will... Oh, I guess not really giving it away because anybody who has 2 eyeballs or 4 eyes can see that this will be a GG. You're not going to hold on from this. He does have siege mode and 1 tank out, but with no Marine support and no bunker support, it is going to be GG. We're going to get a very mannered GG. And we're going to jump into game 3. We got the series tied 1-1. Hello 1, fourdrones 1. So far, the Protoss being OP. No one giving up. Oh my goodness, 400 APM. Hello was... That's... Yeah, he microed those zealots perfectly. And he also kept pushing those cannons while microing and continuing to make probes at home. That was a 400 micro game, and he did that excellently. Very good job by Hello. Good defense by fourdrones, but just too much pressure. Too much pressure by our Korean. Too much micro. Too much APM. Jumping into game 3. We'll reply to Mr. Dano here. No, Dano, I'm not doing that. We have a finals to cast. You come watch some Tony G StarCraft, and then maybe I will if you subscribe. Part U versus Poopity Doop. Don't you dare say anything. All right, we're going to put DN because we don't want to talk to him. All right, game 3, jumping in. Hello, it's going to get Protoss. Another Protoss game here versus fourdrones. So we have the reverse matchup of the first game. I like it. Fourdrones going to use that APM, going to use that aggression, and he's going to go for a mid build. I like it. I like it. Not afraid of anybody. He doesn't think he's going to be behind. I like it. Lots of confidence from these Korean players. They know that they have the micro and smarts, and he's going to get the first scout off. So this is like the worst possible thing as a Zerg player. When you're seeing a Protoss scout you this early, you know that a mid build is happening, and yeah, he's not even gonna bother with the choke this game. He knows that it's gonna be nearly impossible. He's gonna throw down a spawning pool right away, and he's gonna throw down his hatchery at home. So both these players already the Protoss player putting himself in advantage. And yeah, it's gonna be extremely tough for Mr. Fourdrones here to win this game. There is a little bit of luck in StarCraft, and we're seeing it right now. Mr. Hello is gonna get pretty lucky with that scout and his build choice. And it's just going to be, it's just going to be an advantage right away. He's going to throw down his second pylon right at his choke to make sure that that doesn't get secured anytime soon. He did 2 Gateway Forge. So it looks like he's just going to put on pressure with 2 Zealots and cannon push his way into making sure that 4 drones are just going to spend all of his money on sunken colonies. He's going to possibly pick off this front hatchery here because it takes a while for the creep to get in front of it. And yeah, it's just going to be a real tough spot. Get a cannon right away at the choke to make sure that even Zergling run-bys are going to be difficult. Just going to be, it's going to be tough. We're going to see exactly how we're going to see exactly how Hello does pursue this. So we're going to see if he throws down more gateways or if he's just going to be content with 2. These lings will be out in time to actually make sure that these cannons don't go up. So that little investment, that little bit of time advantage that he did have there is going to be taken away. Going to try to pick off this one Zealot, but good micro by our Protoss. Going to be able to pull that back, make sure it doesn't get taken out this early. It could spell trouble for him if these Zerglings get out of control. Their numbers grow too big. Going to not give up on this cannon. This cannoning of the choke though. Going to try to put it up though. It's going to be hard though. A lot of these Zerglings can split up and take out these cannons fairly quickly. Going to put another pylon here to try to protect it more. Maybe a gateway in front of it and to help with he is supply stuck right now, so that's actually a pylon to help his supply. The Korean 330 APM, even 330 APM Koreans get supply stuck, so don't feel bad when you get supply stuck, because Koreans happen too. The Zerglings are going to be able to run by, have a chance to scout out what's going to go on. Only 1 sunken colony at home, a lot of Zergling production, no gas or anything, so fourdrones, I don't think he has a full plan yet, but I guess now that these Zerglings do check out the mid build, they are going to try to attack out that pylon, but these Zealots are popping out at a pretty good time to be able to save this. 1 cannon going down at home to make sure that these Zerglings don't do too much damage. He's probably going to pull a couple of these probes to make sure that these Zerglings can't get in. Oh no, he's not going to pull the probes. He's going to let them get picking off. I guess that cannon is close enough. He did have 1 Zealot chasing them to make sure those Zerglings aren't going to do any damage. He did get 1 gas down as well, and his core had just started. So he is going to start his teching journey now that he has the Zerg choke secured. No Zerglings are going to run by there without taking massive damage. A pretty good sunken colony placement there. I do like that. Taking advantage of the building SimCity placement. Throwing down more Zealots. So a lot of Protoss players from Korea like to use their Zealot speed and go to Reaver drops and micro their Reavers with their drop ships. They have the APM to do it, so why not? But we'll see what he decides to do. I'm gonna throw down a Citadel of Adun actually before a robotics facility. Interesting. So actually, no, I guess that's not interesting. That goes with what I just said. He is gonna get the Zealot speed, probably followed with the Reaver drop if these Zergling or if these Zealots don't just kill him right away. No gas still from fourdrones. Gonna try to play this macro intensively. We'll see if that punishes them. These Zealots coming in, taking out sunken colonies. Or taking out maybe 1 sunken colony here? Yeah, definitely 1 sunken colony. This other one was attacking here. Might not take out the second one, but these Zealots do a lot of damage. Fighting these Zerglings, no problem. Only 4 gateways back at home. He does probably... I'm not sure if he started that or not yet. I would like to see +1 attack too. No robotics. So yeah, looks like he's just going to try to mass Zealots actually. And maybe slowly get into that Reaver drop, but... Right now, he doesn't have that much gas. Only 2 gas geysers here. Still no robotics today. That's really interesting. I really feel like he's just gonna mass Zealots. Yeah, looks like that's definitely what it is. It's gonna be a mass Zealot speed leg. Maybe followed up by some high Templars. We can see the speed legs coming down now. Probably once that's finished, he will just attack, or maybe I don't know. He's probably just pressuring right now. Seeing what he can do, making sure the Zerg doesn't get too greedy, making sure he's continuing to have to build some defense and not just macro up on drones and hatcheries. Because if you give a Zerg too much time, they can mass a lot of units, and if they defend a couple of your attacks, you could be in trouble. But these Zealots getting really good damage done. Very good spreading and very good focus firing. Going to be able to take out another sunken colony. Zerglings popping out to help. Yeah, I'm losing my voice to help as much as possible. Gonna take out another attack, but once these legs are done, and we're gonna have high Templars too. So it's just gonna go. He's not even gonna tech into anything else. Gonna be 1+1 zealots with high Templars and even Archons. I'm gonna just continue to pressure. Not gonna let the Zerg get to where he wants to be. This next attack, once the legs are done, this attack is gonna be doing a lot of damage. Zealots are 100 times better with the speed. Running in right now, going to maximize their DPS. Going to get a full surround on these Zerglings. It's not good when there's more Zealots and Zerglings. Orange knows that he's in trouble. He's going to try to pull the drones to stack attack. Do what he can, but that's not what you want at this point in the game. With your drones attacking Zealots, Zealots going to have no problem fighting this unless they glitch out. I'm going to take out a couple of Zealots. So he actually might survive here, but he took massive damage there. Taking out a couple of those drones there is just not going to be good. Just not what you want, but living is what you want. And he does live. Economy hurt, army hurt, but alive, yes. The second round going to be have Storm here, but this next round is going to be even harder to push. This is like a little UMS game. Every single level, defend the Protoss player. This is level 4. It looks like it's going to be too much. Oh my goodness, look at that range. That's a 3-pointer. That was a 3-pointer right there. It was Kobe. Nailed the 3. Hit the High Templar. Going to assure the GG. And Hello is going to take the lead. 2-1. 2-1 in this best of 7 finals. I like that a lot from the Protoss. If you could just take up the Zerg choke, I guess you don't really need to build any kind of drop. You don't need to invest that much time into doing that. You can just get Zealot speed and slowly get into Storm. I like that a lot while getting the upgrades. Very nice timing, very crisp timing. And he's going to be able to eliminate him. All right, I'm going to get a quick drink here before we jump into game 4. Because my throat is hurting and I don't want to keep clearing it for you guys. So 1 second. All right, are we back? We are back. All right, thank you for sticking around. I got myself some water to clear that throat out. And let's continue this epic New Year finals tournament. And what are we into? Game 4? Yeah, Hello up 2-1 right now. And yeah, let's jump into it. Fourdrones gonna get Terran again. And let's see. Hello is Protoss. So 3 Protosses in a row for Hello. Let's see if he can get the trifecta. This time though, he is gonna have to deal with the Terran on top. So if he isn't able to kill, oh, he's gonna, oh, he wasn't sure if he wanted to do a mid build or not, but he is gonna go for a mid build, which I think is a good idea because he does not want a late game Terran. You don't want a late game on top of you because there's gonna be tanks and drops and everything just harassing you non-stop. You don't want a Terran on top of you. That is for sure. Terrans are not gentle, and if they're on top of you, they are going to tear you apart and they are going to abuse you, and it's just not going to be good. It's going to be very disrespectful. You're not going to have a lot of self-respect for yourself afterwards. So let's just hope, for Hello's sake, that he can get some damage done and make sure that he doesn't have to feel, oh god, we gotta get rid of that stinking handshake, the spoiler handshake. That's a problem with these stupid replays. Why couldn't we catch this live? Why couldn't they let me watch this live and stream it? Those nerds. Laggy nerds. That's what they are. Just kidding. You guys are great. I know at least one of you will probably be watching this, so I don't want to insult either of you. So yeah, we got the 3-gate mid build going down. We're going to see how Mr. Terran does this time. Is he going to be able to micro his pro or his Marines a little bit better than last time and stop the cannon and zealot massacre that he had to endure? Koreans are super good at this mid build just because they have such good micro. They have such high APM that... Oh, but that's always good too. The SCV is going to scout that he is against a mid build, and he probably did see that gateway. I'm not sure. He's gonna, oh, whatever. He's gonna know probably since last time that it is going to be a 4-gate mid build. Lots of zealots and a slightly delayed cannon behind it. It's the exact same, identical build, identical pylon placement. Actually, no, he did put a pylon out there last time, so maybe not identical pylon placement, but identical build. He was supply stuck last time, so maybe he's learning actually. He is learning. Oh my god, he won last time and he's learning. He's like an AI. These Koreans are like AIs. They learn so quickly. He knows to get that pylon from last time. He's not just a robot. He's a real smart. He's learning. He's a self-learning machine. Zealots, the first Zealot's going to come in and they are only going to take out a couple. I don't know if that was a good trade. You never want to lose any Marines this early because your Marines technically should be able to micro against the Zealots and not lose any damage theoretically. So you don't really want to lose this much this early. It's a battle for both sides. If you're Protoss, you want to pool up as many Zealots while taking out as many Marines, and as a Terran, you want to pick off as many Zealots without losing as many Marines. So look at that, a very good chase down there, taking out every single Marine that he can, picking off every stray SCV that decides to leave the base, and every time he pushes forward, these Marines or these Zealots are right there pushing them back. Not the best micro again from Teal. It's going to be super difficult when you lose that many Marines, because when you have just as many Marines as Zealots, you are going to die. The SCVs are continuing to be sent out here to scout exactly what's going on, which I do like, but he might need them back at home because these Zealots are going in right into that bunker. Lots of repair going on though, so this is actually the problem. Maybe, oh no, is he still going to be able to take it out? No, he's not. Very good micro. That was not the best attack by the Zealots there. That might be the first actual misstep. You really wanted to kill that bunker, but 3 SCVs repairing is a lot. Now using these SCVs to block, which you do want to do, but just not enough. You did lose too many this early. And look at, again, we're going to have this cannon going up right in front of your bunker. And that is just way closer. A lot of Protosses start back here, but he's super confident in his Zealot micro and was able to keep the Marines distracted enough to get this cannon up right here again. Another cannon, or another pylon already set up to get closer and closer and closer. Not good. Not good stuff. This is already advancing way farther than you want as a Terran player. Going to try his best to throw down a bunker. Still no academy. He really thinks he can, or he really yeah, I guess really thinks. He really insists that he can hold this without any kind of medic, so he wants to go right into the factory to the tanks. I do like to get the academy for range just because I feel like it just stops the cannons a little bit better. And yeah, but I guess the quick tanks aren't bad either. He does have 3 bunkers up, but the 1 bunker is going to be in range, and the 2nd bunker is going to be in range too, and he's going to continue. He's actually going to go this way this time, since there is a bunker up. He's just going to take out all of these barracks, which is also a good idea, because if you can't build you can't win, right? If you don't have any space to build anything, it's going to be difficult. This is one of those map control things. It's not even map control, it's just base control. The cannons, more cannons are going to be up. Factory is done, but no tech lab going down right away, which he needs that right away. Now going down. Cannons getting closer and closer, though. The zealots still pooling up. Just been massing zealots off of 4 gateways while massing up cannons. No, nothing else. Well, I guess the first gas going to go down, but not even a core yet. Just really focusing on this pressure. Just slowly transitioning, though. He is going to have a plan B in case this does somehow fail, but I feel like this will do this will do sufficient damage that the transition might not be necessary. He may be able to just kill him with zealot's cannons. The zealot's going to run by here, just doing any damage they can. Taking out supply depots is always a good idea too, because if you have no supply depots, you can't build any units. They are critical. Unless you mass command centers. I guess they're not critical, actually. Because technically you can mass command centers, and that is supply. So you don't really technically need supply depots. Oh, the zealots going in a pretty dumb spot. They're trying to give away the game, but still... Actually, no, they are. Yeah, that wasn't a very good attack at all. That's probably the second miss micro we've seen by the Protoss. But I think he's in a pretty confident spot. His minerals are skyrocketing up. He's going to start massing more gateways probably just right in the base. Cannons are inching closer. Siege mode is done, so he's going to have his first siege tank up. He is going to technically hold this cannon push, but it's not going to be easy still. He's in a real rough spot. He's choked away in his little corner here of his own base, and the Protoss is just going to, be able to mass gateways. Going to throw down one Nexus to spend some of that mineral, and he's going to try now to throw down a cannon on this pylon that he threw up 4 minutes ago. But it's not going to be good enough. These slow zealots coming in here, just picking off more and more Marines, but not cost efficiently as you'd like. 3 barracks though are down here. He didn't lose any of those barracks in that cannon push. Was able to float them and lift them over there to make sure that they're still able to make some production facilities. One cannon go down, gonna make, but it's not gonna have any power. Look at that. That might be fourdrones strategy to make him waste 150 minerals, because I don't think that was canceled. Well done, fourdrones. Nice move there, broski. Tanks are going to push these cannons back, but it looks like he's gonna go for fourdrones like this. He likes to not go for drops, which is the most popular play, and go for this zealot storm push. When he really likes to use that to finish off his opponents when he's broken the choke. He knows that he can get a good spread. When you have a choke, it's a lot riskier, right? Because these Zerg or the AI can mess up, and you're taking a lot of splash damage from siege tanks, and you're just a little DPS you can do. So it's a smart move. It's a smart choice in that sense that once your choke is broken, that seems to be the go-to for Hello. They like to finish people off as quick as possible, and this seems to be the smartest, most efficient thing as a Protoss player when you need to just finish off your opponent instead of making it any longer than you need to be giving your Protoss or giving your opponent any kind of chance. It's a smart move. Just one forge. Usually he does start that upgrade, but I guess he's actually going to save. I guess he doesn't really have that much gas. That's really the problem. He teched all of that with only 1 gas, so he probably doesn't even have leg speed. Does he have leg speed? Yeah, okay, he does have leg speed. Those are some fast zealots. He does have zealot speed. The Terran is going to do what he can, holding on very nicely, slowly recovering, but you can see that the supply is pretty far down, and if he unsieges all these tanks and moves down, that's probably going to be exactly when the Protoss decides to pounce. Getting closer and closer, inching forward, does 1 DT, 1 High Templar. I don't think he has Storm yet, though. That would be pretty impressive if he did that off 1 gas. The turret isn't going to be able to go down a full surround by these zealots. Oh my goodness, that is going to be hard to hold on. Full surround. That was beautifully done. Had all of his units go around, waited for the Terran to move out just a little bit. The second that he was out of position, just happened to line up exactly for when he wanted to attack, and he surrounded that beautifully. Going to be able to make sure that the Terran isn't inch any closer, sit them back in his base. If he is going to be in this game, oh, that could be deadly. If he has Storm, I don't think he has Storm, though. No, they just started Storm. He realized that would have been Gosu. That would have been Gosu if that had Storm right there. But it's going to get picked off before Storm finishes. Still made him pull all of SCVs because he didn't know that. But the second round of Zealot, High Templar DT is going to come in. I think they're actually rallied right there. They might be rallied right there. That's actually pretty Gosu. Can you actually tell what the rally point is? No, you can't tell what the rally point is. But I think they actually are rallied because they are all running right there. He smells blood. He knows that the Terran is basically dead. You can see it in the supply. He's going to take a 3-1 lead unless something crazy happens. I feel like this High Templar is just waiting to GG him, though. He's Kobe on the sidelines right now, waiting to shoot that Storm tray to get that W. I'm making Kobe references today because I'm swagged out in Laker gear, and he's my boy, Kobe. So that's why those jokes are coming in today, guys. Just the Terran doing what he can to hold on, but it is not good. There we go. That's the Storm. That will G, the GG Storm. And hello, oh my goodness, is gonna take a 3-1 lead, getting 3 Protosses in a row, and capitalizing on it. Gonna take out Mr. Fourdrones, and he's gonna Mr. Fourdrones Canada is now on the ropes. We have to win the rest of the games in order to win this $100 and keep Canadian pride a thing. Not let those Koreans jump all over us in StarCraft like they have been doing since the release in 1981. All right, let's jump into it. Our Korean boy, we'll say, Mr. Hello. Ha, good. He's got Zerg this time. That's good for us, for Canada. And, Fourdrones is going to have Protoss. So he's going to be able to seek some revenge. Hello, though, like I said in that first game, his main race in the low is Zerg. So he can pull off some sneaky stuff. He can pull off this upset. If there was ever someone to do it, it's Mr. Hello. So Mr. Fourdrones here, he is on the ropes. He's down 1-3, and it's the best of 7. So first 1 to 4 wins is going to win this. So he cannot lose another match. He has to go undefeated. So we're going to see the best builds from him right now because he knows that his life is on the line. Canada on the line right here versus Korea. Not going to do the mid build though. So you can see that he isn't as confident as those Koreans to do the mid build. The mid build just requires a lot of APM just because you're all over the place and you're just constantly having to micro. And if you miss one round of Zealot or you get supply stuck, you're pretty much useless. And yeah, the Koreans just have that down pat. Gonna have this very standard opening though, the 1 hatchery pool for Overlord, getting 1 drone and then 1 Overlord after that. Super standard stuff for the Zerg. And Mr. Fourdrones is actually gonna go for a risky yet worthwhile. Yo boy, what up? How you doing, Kokanee? We got him in the house. Mr. Fourdrones in the house. Now, oh, you came back right for game 4, buddy. What is this? 3-1? 3-1. Yeah, game 5. We're at game 5. Fourdrones doing the Deadly Nexus first that he brought back, I believe, in the meta. And the Fourdrones, yeah, gonna throw down a hatchery by here. The Koreans love to do that. Throw down their even their command centers and their nexus. They like to throw them down here. Not many non-Koreans do that, but we're slowly transitioning into it. At least I am. At least in those top spots, in the top spots now, or in these corner spots, I like to build my command centers and nexus over here just so they don't inevitably get picked off, and you can build more static defense behind your minerals to protect them. So we have the 4 gate after Nexus first with a very quick gas for Protoss. And a pretty quick gas actually too for a Zerg player. Way quicker than normal. He hasn't been scouted yet, so he did not rush to get any Sunken Colonies down there. He knows that it's not a mid build and it's not going to be too much of a pressure build. And he is going to capitalize by not having to build as much Sunken Colonies as you normally would. If you're a mid build, you have to pull sometimes drones that are working in order to get enough Sunken Colonies down to defend. But very good mind games, or very good, I guess, game sense for our Zerg player here to know to not have to waste too many drones here. Going to be able to get all those drones on workers as quick as possible. That's good. YouTube should be recommending this to everybody. That's dope. That's dope, Kokanee. That is dope. I like to hear that. YouTube supporting your boy. Thank you, YouTube, for recommending it. Even though, Kokanee, I don't think you're subscribed, bro. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it, brah. Make sure to do that. We'll make it a little pop-up. And what's up, Mason Pittsburgher? How you doing, brah? Thanks for joining us in here. We are into game 4. 4 drones. Life is on the line. He can't lose another game here. And he is facing off the Korean Zerg, the best his best race in low money, at least. He does have that Ling micro. You can see that. Keeping that Ling alive, running it around. Going to make sure that he knows exactly the timings of all of fourdrones' attacks, sneaky attacks. A couple probes, though. Not going to let that Zealot see anything else. Robotics first this time. No Citadel, so we're probably going to see the Reaver drops into eventually the High Templar drops while he slowly techs up into his mass gateway, and then maybe eventually build a little pylon up here with some... Oh, what's up, Mang? Unviz hello to see if I got view of his Hydro Rush. Unview hello. We're going to check that out. He doesn't look like he has any view of anything yet. He's only seen these 4 sunken colonies drop. Look at that. Even hello, though. Canceling that 1 sunken colony to just maximize his economy. Very good stuff here. These small little things that you see. You can see his Overlord going to come out here. Keep an eye on these Zealots. And more Zealots are going to be produced. You might actually go for... Ooh, actually, look at fourdrones. What I was talking about last game. The Korean quick leg speed Reaver drop. It looks like our boy fourdrones is going to do that. Going to pull out a little Korean style on the Korean. He's going to pull out a little bit of Korean barbecue on Mr. Korean. Unvisual rush. You'll see next scout I do. All right, I'm watching. Oh, look at... I see he does. He moves the Zealots over a little bit at just the right time to see the Hydras running by. Ooh, sneaky stuff we have. We have the inside scoop here. We are going to see the Hydras run by, and we are going to be able to see how fourdrones did see that right at the last second. A little sneaky run by. Let's actually put Hello's vision, though, back on. He went for the 3 hatchery Hydra build. This is the quickest, sneakiest Hydra build that you can do, but it's not, like, it's almost hard countered by the Zealot Reaver strategy. I actually tried this versus Hello, and Hello did the Protoss thing that fourdrones was doing to him, and it absolutely destroyed me. Once the quick Zealot legs are up, they take pretty good care of the Hydralisks, and there's way more than usual if you were to go quicker drops. If you went the same build as last time, Hello was trying to counter that, and this would have done really good last game. That's why he was trying to bring those Reavers up, but he doesn't have any Reavers this time, at least. And it's not going to quite work. These Zealots are going to fight toe-to-toe with these Hydras. Keep them honest. Not going to let them even get into any kind of damage mode, any kind of damage zone. We just heard a dropship get loaded up. The first Reaver is in the dropship. Nothing at home. That is a problem with going in a super aggressive build like this. The super cheese that he did do... Oh, God, I just read the comments and then I lost my train of thought. Yo, was before, but it's okay. Only reason... Oh, okay, you scouted it before that. I didn't see that. I got distracted by reading the chats. Might be. He must have scouted it earlier with one of those Zealots that ran by the choke, possibly. And, yeah, he was able to plan accordingly. So that's even more meta than I thought. He's actually reacting. So he changed up his build and because... Purple changed up his build. That's classic StarCraft. You want to react as much as possible. Good stuff, though. We got the first Reaver drop loaded up. Not going to go for the drones, even though it would be super vulnerable right now. But it is risky because if any of these Overlords did see it, the Hydralisks are going to get in position and potentially pick that off. And if that's picked off, Protoss just isn't in as good a position as it could be, even though it is 143 supply to 51 supply. That Hydra rush from Purple was pretty all in. Pretty is the kind of stuff that you can do, though, when you're up 3-1. If you can just pull off a sneaky one, because you know that your opponent is going to be a little bit more defensively than usual, because he just doesn't want to lose. Or I don't know. I guess that doesn't really make sense. I kind of just counteracted my own point there. But we have a lot of gateways up for fourdrones, and combined with these Reavers, I don't believe Hello will have enough. He actually is going to try to transition into mutas, but one drone getting glitched out there. BattleNet, if you see this, Blizzard, stop letting my drones do that. I hate when that happens. especially early game like this when you need them. But here we go, the attack coming in with the 3 Reavers and a bunch of speed zealots, gonna do a lot of damage. 166 supply to 48 supply. The Zerg player is going to have great difficulties holding on to this. Maybe if he had a 1 lurker, it could have slowed this down a bit. But oh my goodness, he didn't GG. We're finally getting a little BM here. Hello really wanted to win that. Not happy about losing that game. And we're going to jump into what game? Is this game 6? 3-2? Yeah, fourdrones fighting his way back for Canada's sake and going to stay alive. 3-2. Jumping into game number 6. Let's see how she goes. We have to... fourdrones has to win to stay alive. Has to win, or else he loses and he lets all of Canada down. Every single person in Canada will be let down because everyone is cheering for him. He is the foreign hope versus Korea, playing Korea in its own game. Ooh, all right. We got fourdrones getting Protoss. This seems to be the trend that the Protoss wins. That seems to be the pretty common trend in StarCraft fastest. But let's see. Let's see if Hello can get the upset here. If he can get the upset, he can get the matchup win. Oh my god, I gotta get the stupid little hand. Stupid arrow, not handshake. I kept saying it in my head and clicking it. Alright, so we got fourdrones. Let's see if he goes for his classic Nexus first, which seems to be safe now. Unless you're playing against a Jose 5 pool. Should be a pretty good standard safe thing to do. Let's see if he does it. Let's see. No, he's not. He's going to go for a gateway first. Oh my gosh. And what do we have? We have a refinery first. Is this Hello or Def Jam or... Oh my goodness. I haven't seen this build, especially in a high caliber game like this, in a long time. This will be really good. This is a quick factory build. You get 1 barracks, and by the time your barracks is done, you have enough money for 2 factories, and then you have to build vultures to fight against any kind of Zergling zealot pressure that you would potentially fight against. It's pretty risky early on, and it's super micro intensive, so it doesn't surprise me that the Korean boy is going for it. But it's also super risky because if it gets scouted, it's pretty easy to kill. But if it doesn't get scouted, then it's pretty hard to kill. That's the risk that it takes. So you can see the 1 factory down, and the 2nd factory will pretty much have the gas timed out to be thrown down. It'll be up to him to see if he's going to get another refinery quicker, or because that means he's probably going to throw down a couple more factories and have a delayed tech labs. Just really rely on vultures. But yeah, okay, no, he is gonna throw down a 2nd factory. I do like that. That is the all-in. You're gonna need lots of gas for your factory units, especially if you're gonna try to get enough tanks to hold off a zealot army. He's really gonna have to rely. So we're gonna see how good Hello's vulture micro is, because it's gonna be vultures versus zealots. And fourdrones went for just a 4-gate. Just a 4-gate. Pretty standard. It's like the standard 2v2 build. Pretty much every Protoss does this 2v2. They just get these quick 4 gateways out. You get like the maximum amount of zealots because you can constantly get them non-stop production. Going to send the probe up here. Still trying to find him. Getting pretty all in with these scouties here. The Terran was able to find and see. This is actually another thing to note about this build by the Terran. If you do this versus Zerg player, you pretty much win actually if you do this build versus Zerg player, because you're gonna have all this stuff out so quickly the Zerg will die. Unless, okay, I guess the Zerg scouts it, right? Then again, it's a little bit easier. But we are going to see a pylon going to go down here. We're going to see a cannon zealot pressure. We have the first vulture out. So we have 1 vulture versus 1... Oh, no, 2 vultures, I guess, out here. But even that, taking a couple hits. He was able to pick off the probe, which is good. But, oh, it's not easy to do. You have to do patrol micro. and every single time that's 2 clicks for each attack, and you have to make sure that you're out of range each time. These zealots are going to run by these vultures, not even bother chasing them, and just attack these SCVs. He knows that these vultures don't have enough DPS. Even if they were to just sit here and attack these zealots while they attack the SCVs, that they would all be dead before he could do it. And yeah, this is why you don't see this too often, because yeah, you can just die to it. And here we are seeing that happen right now. Even, look at that's even pretty ghosty. We got a pylon wall up here to make sure that these zealots can't go up here. Or not the zealots, the vultures can't get up here, because if the vultures do get into your money line, they do wreck workers. That is what they are used for mostly in low money. Worker destroying. But here we are. We are seeing pretty decent micro, but no. He's just going to GG. He's going to give that up pretty quickly. I didn't take this timer down, so I kind of spoiled that a little bit. But yeah, we're jumping into game 7. Oh my goodness. We have a game 7, one game for $100 of pretty silly 2 builds in a row for Hello, trying to finish this off. But fourdrones was able to capitalize and destroy him. And we have ourselves a game 7. Canada versus Korea, $100. One game, take all. Oh, I did. I saw that. I saw that, bruh. I saw that. Game 7. Game 7. Game 7. $100. Here we go. Here we go. Canada versus Korea. Who will take it? Who will take it? We're going to find out right now. We're going to see the matchups. The matchups will be telling, because both players seem to be strong with those the matchup advantage. Neither of them has given up a matchup advantage yet. We got, let's see what we got going on. Why did I keep doing that? Oh, you have to press A. Right. We got fourdrones, Terran. Oh, okay, so the first game without Protoss. We got a Terran versus Zerg. Fourdrones has a very, very good Terran versus Zerg. He has a super strong, one of the strongest double factory pushes I've seen. He has that like perfectly timed out. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty strong. We've only seen actually JH hold it one time with mutas, but he still ended up dying. I think that's the only really time I've seen it not just crush somebody. But yeah, alright, let's see. Hello is playing his best race, so I feel like if they could both pick, Hello might actually pick Zerg, because he loves Zerg. And fourdrones, he probably wouldn't pick Terran. I think Terran might be his weakest race, because his Zerg is really good and his Protoss doesn't really lose. I don't know. I feel probably his weakest race, I would say. Even though it's super solid, obviously still. You gotta be if you're number 1 and you're slashing Koreans. But yeah, and so technically, Mr. Fourdrones, Canada's worst race versus Mr. Hello's best race. Gonna do that standard hatchery beside his gas. Did he actually do? He did a 2 hatchery before spawning pool. So that is actually super greedy. If this was ever the Protoss mid build or something, but I guess he knows that he's played fourdrones enough to know that he doesn't really do that. That's why I feel like it's good as Protoss players to throw in a mid build every once in a while, just to make sure people can't just automatically write that off. You gotta keep them on their toe. You gotta keep people honest. You can see Hello's not being very honest right now. He went for the 2 hatch before pool. You don't see that very often. You don't see many people greedy enough to do that. Very risky. But we'll see how it pays off. And even a gas before pool. So I don't know if this is a muta rush or what. This looks pretty suspicious. Looks like it might be the muta rush. And I feel like the muta is the best counter to this tank push. Because the one weakness is you've invested all your tanks, or all your gas and all of your tech into tanks and the quick vessel, that you don't really have many medics or stim pack or anything for your anti-ground. It really relies on killing the Hydra, mass, lurker, / any kind of link pressure like that. That's what its main counter is. Oh, excuse me. The Terran is going to see the Zerg player, and he will be able to start planning accordingly now. He never threw down an academy, which is interesting. He doesn't seem to get an academy ever versus Terran or Zerg. Skips the academy for a long time. Likes to get right into that tech. Even versus that cannon rush, we saw that. He skipped the tech lab, or he skipped the academy and went right for the right for the, whatever he went for. The factory, yeah, in the back of his base. So we can see the little Korean U shape going down here. This is a Korean choke. They like it. They're going to do a little loop-de-loop right here. And we'll see how she does. Okay, so no. Well, I guess that could be timed out. That's probably timed out for lurkers. It looks like he is going to go for lurkers instead of Muta. But that could not be the case. I guess he could also be going for that Hydra Muta style, which I would like to see. Even versus Terran, it could be good stuff. Okay, so it is going to be the lurker. It's not going to be the Muta rush. It's going to be the more difficult lurker push. But these lurkers are really, really fast. This could possibly catch the Terran off guard. I wonder if he's going to throw down... Yeah, he's going to throw down a Queen's Nest. So he knows that this is Game 7. And it looks like he's going to rush as quickly as possible to get his Defiler. His just defensive Defilers. Oh, actually, quite a few Lings coming out here. With Ling speed, though, is he going to be able to catch these Marines off guard? He does get a very nice surround here. You can tell that he's a low-money Zerg player just by the greediness of that attack right there. Very nice here. Taking off a lot of Marines, but he did have more Marines backed up here with a nice little concave of his factories. That is the reason why he does that, to stop lurkers and give him a little bit of something to micro behind if there is any kind of big Ling bust. It looks like he actually is going to try for a Ling lurker break, possibly, and then follow up with a Defiler. But yes, I don't know. We're gonna see. We do have the academy going down for our Terran player. Is gonna get his medics out soon. We do see the first tank coming up here. These Zerglings, though, are waiting to pick that tank off. Very nice. Gonna pick off even one SCV would be nice. Keeping the Terran on his toes. You cannot not micro versus these Korean players, or they will just make Zerglings look like Ultralists. They are pretty good with their micro. Throwing down, again, an engineering bay to just make sure that these Zerglings have to funnel as much as possible. Doesn't want a full surround, as you can see before when the Zerglings do get surrounded you. But look at that, picking off the SUV. Very good stuff. Just these little things that these Koreans can do is they're super micro. 340 APM. They don't have enough to do with their little Korean fingers. No siege mode, at least sieged up yet. We have the first lurkers coming out. The vessel almost done, a third of the way done. These lurkers are going to try to leapfrog forward. I don't know if the Zerg is... Yeah, the Zerg must have scouted. He is. He's going to get a pretty good surround here, though. Pushing this army back as much as possible. He wants to try to just get any kills that he can. Burrowing and unburrowing very nicely. This vessel, though, does look like it's going to get out. These tanks continuing to produce. And yeah, the Zerg actually not capitalizing completely on these super quick lurkers. These lurkers are very quick. Way quicker than anything usual. Gonna try to pick on the factory or the starport, but the starport does get the vessel out. And this is going to save his life. That could have been brutal. If this was any slower, that just would have done a lot of damage. You could see that he was actually going for the starport to try to take that out before the vessel even came out. Good stuff by the Korean Zerg player here. Continuing to add to his choke to make sure that these tanks cannot just target all of his sunken colonies at once, that they will have to move forward. And we'll probably see him every single time that he moves forward capitalize on a little attack. We do have the Defiler den down, though, at 7 minutes. He's going to have like 8-minute Defilers, which is very fast. It looks like he's familiar. He's died to this push once before, and he knows exactly what he needs to do to hold on. The consume getting done immediately. He's going to have Defilers out very fast. It looks like probably fast enough. It's going to be close. We have the tanks pushing forward, and the lurkers just here waiting for their Lord Defiler, because without the Defiler, they are nothing. Getting a third gas down, continuing to produce back at home. Fourdrones, 400 APM, getting another vessel out. Just slowly inching forward. This is one of the times, though. Sometimes his inches forward, they're safe versus the Hydras build and a lot of stuff. But this is one of those times where I don't think he can afford to go very slow. He needs to get in here before that Defiler comes out. Consume, almost done. He's probably going to have that timed out with his first Defiler. Getting a Spire down now, too, to be able to get Scourges and eventually Guardians to take care of these vessels. And the Terran, his time is now. He has to push forward. The Defiler will be out here any second now. It is way quicker than usual, so he does feel like maybe he has more time. Oh my goodness, I don't know what just happened there. Just accidentally shot his own tank, I think, there. Killed one of his own tanks. This is the pressure. The Game 7 pressure. Oh my goodness. Inching forward. Where is that Defiler? Once that Defiler... Oh god, the Defiler's out. And the Defiler's out. That's not good. That's the worst case Ontario for a Terran player pushing a Zerg. He was able to break the choke, though, which is good, but yeah, that is just not good. That's not what you want to see as a Terran player. He does have Eradicate out, so he is going to be able to pick off at least the Defiler, but at what cost? His army did take a lot of damage. These Marines were able to run by and are going to be able to get some damage. That would have been nice if he picked off that Defiler, but the Defiler is going to stay hidden behind that gas, getting quite a bit of damage done. I would like this tank to move up here too in Siege. He is getting a lot of damage. I don't know. Did he burrow anything, or did he get all of these kills? A very critical attack. Hello, down to 26 supply. 4 drones died. All of his army died, but he was able to get a pretty good economical attack there. Keeping the vessels alive too. A lot of kills. I don't know where all of his... Did he lose all of his workers? Does he have no drones? Or did he burrow them somewhere? He might be down to 4 drones. The Zerg player might be down to 4 drones. We might really get to see the strength of the Defiler right now. The Zerg basically dead right now. If there was just some way to surpass these 3 lurkers, he could get himself $100 if he could just somehow get by there. But he doesn't have any dropships. He's been using all of his vessels right now, I feel like, but I guess there is Scourge there to pick off those potentially. I don't know, it's a tough spot. You have to deal with these lurkers somehow. How do you do it? How do you do it, Mr. Fourdrones? We have the Zerg's economy completely dead. He has 4 plus 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He has 15 drones versus a very powerful Terran economy. But he does have 1 Defiler. I don't know. I feel like these vessels should be just picking off these Defilers. I don't think he realizes how much damage he did. He must not be aware of how dead the Zerg is right now. He's going to get another Eradicate down before any burrow is done. So again, getting a massive kill. That's like half of his drones right there. Nothing here except for 1 Defiler and 4 lurkers. He's not even putting pressure, not even making him swarm right now. I feel like he has to move forward. He needs to be attacking. He needs to be taking out these Defilers. 2 Defilers, 4 Defilers now, but he does have some vessels. The only reason I can think of, he just doesn't know how much damage that attack did. He had him dead. Pretty much had him dead. He still has double the supply. But he's not using his vessels to take out these Defilers. I don't know why. He's way too afraid of these Scourge or something. I think he's giving Hello more credit than he should right now. Because this is his game. This is his game to loot right now. That's true. 4 drones. Got him down to 4 drones. Oh yeah. This is, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's transitioning into battle cruisers when he doesn't need to be. He could be pushing forward. Hello, 127 gas. He's got 3 workers on gas. He needs to be pushing forward. Why aren't you pressuring? For Canada's sake, push forward. 3 Defilers, 4. You only have 3 Defilers. You don't even have any Scourge. What are you doing? He is coming in here with another attack. Still no burrow. Still getting massive hits done. Still stabbing away at the economy, but he's just not pushing forward. And you could kill all the economy. You can get him down to 4 drones, but if you don't try to attack, there's no point. What is happening? 4 drones. Come on. Go! Just be enraged. There's no reason for these tanks not to be just shooting constantly at them, even if they're under swarm. That is usually what you want, because then they have to constantly be consuming and swarming, and if you're constantly picking off the Defilers, then it's just a lot of work. He should be pressuring, but he's just sending in 1 Defiler at a time, going to try to dance with that Scourge, but I don't understand. He's 132 to 62 supply. 4 drones. if anyone ever thought Ford drones hacked, then you can rest assured he does not. Because if he saw what was happening right now, he would kill him. He's just not pushing forward. He's just for some reason going into battlecruiser. 5 battlecruisers for some reason, instead of just using those vessels. I guess it's always easier to be a spectator than it is to be playing, because I've been in those situations too. When you watch the replay yourself, you're like, what? Why didn't I kill him? I could have killed him. I had a huge window. So I'm not throwing against him. fourdrones obviously way better than me at this game, but like right now, he's throwing this game. Every single second that goes by that he's not pressuring or attacking, look how far away the creep is. Like everything is in such a good position for fourdrones to do this. He's such a good Terran versus Zerg player. I don't understand why he's not pushing forward. It's wild stuff right now. Another vessel coming in. Just 2 Scourge though at a time. He's literally just building a couple Scourge to deal with all of this. Still no burrow for Hello. So again, just another massive attack. All he's been doing is building drones and just slowly trying to eke out. He hasn't had to build any units for the last like 6 minutes because there's been no pressure at his choke. It's just unexplainable right now. Kokanee, write in the comments why you're not attacking right now. What could possibly be your reason for not pressuring after doing all of that damage? We have you in the comments. Tell us. Do you not want Canada to win? Is that it? Is that it? Oh, gonna run in a couple Marines here and see that there is only 4 lurkers here. Maybe he's clearing supply right now and he just wants to suicide instead of attacking. I don't know. I feel like he's just giving Hello way too much credit right now. It's just there's no reason for these tanks not to be pushed up. He's pretty much scouted that he has nothing. These tanks are just I don't understand. I just don't understand why they're sieged up back here. He's gonna try to go for a drop now. He's just making this way harder than he is. I feel like once he saw Lurker Defiler, he almost just completely gave up. He saw 1 Lurker, 1 Defiler, and he's just like, alright, nope, I can't get by that. There's just no way I can get by that. And he just trying to transition, but he's transitioning. He has 190 supply to 86 supply. So this is just it's madness. Maybe he's toying with him. Maybe he feels like he can win this game. But the battlecruisers, again, they're not going to go through the front. Like, this choke is just so weak. This is not a strong choke at all. 4 eradicates, take that out, and then he has nothing. Literally nothing. We're going to see a battle, like all of this coming in from the side here, and it's going to fight static defense instead of push. Oh, man. Oh, man, fourdrones. This is wild. Oh, we got to turn the light on. Look at how dark it is. 1 second, 1 second. We'll watch this go in. Can we do fourdrones? Okay, we have... Actually, no, 1 second, 1 second. Actually, I'm just going to turn the light on. 1 second. There we go. Alright, the battlecruisers coming in here with the defense matrix, but they're going to run into 1,000 spores. The only place where there's all the... Oh, man. This is tough. This is tough. Tough to watch from fourdrones right now. Playing almost perfectly all the time, except for right now. This game, look at even building another command center over here. It's like he thinks that this is like a way later game. He thinks that we're in a late game. He's still maxed and he's still not pushing forward on this choke. He's not even trying to break this choke, and I don't understand his reasoning behind it. I'm gonna finally now send up 1 tank, maybe siege it in mode. No, he's just gonna send it to its death. Like he hadn't had to use. He only had to use like 2 swarm so far. Oh, gonna try to get some battlecruisers in here. Maybe attack all of these spores. He has these spores in really good spots. Hello is recovering nicely. Remember, Hello was down to 4 drones. 4 drones got Hello down to 4 drones. And after he lost his army, and the rest of his army that didn't die, took out all of the drones, he just stopped attacking. He went into macro mode and defense mode for some reason, instead of going into full offense mode. And now he's trying to do these little battlecruiser tricks, which are just not doing anything right now. They're getting defended perfectly, and they're just not getting microed very well. They're running into all of the defense right here, trying to shoot away at the Nexus or at the hatchery, but it's like he already had him down to 4 drones. Now he does have burrow, but he's not even trying to target the probes. He's just trying to target the hive. You know, I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say right now. Usually, as a Zerg player, like a Zerg just has to be constantly protecting their defilers and swarming their lurkers. But for some reason, Terran is not even trying to pressure the front. And he's just trying to run into a bunch of static defense right now to do damage to an economy that was already dead. He's going after the economy when he already killed the economy. Gonna try to send in another 6 battle cruisers up here. He likes to do the 6 battle cruiser attack at a time into spores and try to Yamamoto. I'm not a big fan of this. I'd be a little bit better of a fan if you were at least distracting him from the front, but no pressure at the front. Alright, I did hear that this was an hour game, so we are gonna ×2 this a little bit because I just don't understand what the Terran's doing right now. He's just not attacking the front. Not even trying to break the front. And he's basically I would say he's throwing this game right now. This is one of his better matchups. But he doesn't usually get to this point, I guess. And now he just doesn't want to win anymore. He just really wants to get the main. He's like, I got all of his drones at one point, which was good. I let him rebuild all those. Now I want to get his main. But I don't think Hello is ever going to let this do any damage. He has a bunch of defilers who are just going to swarm and plague, swarm and plague. I guess he still would be doing that. That was a pretty good attack there. I guess that was pretty good. He almost got the main there. If he does get the main, I guess his economy still will be pretty hurt. So I guess I still that is still a good attack. Obviously, that is still good stuff. But I just feel like if he just had some siege tanks there pushing constantly, he has the economy and he needs to be making the Zerg spend their economy. Like all of these attacks would just be so much better if they were just followed up. Is gonna get the main. He is able to get the main, which is good. That's good stuff, right? That is good. He's got the main. He doesn't have any hatcheries around, so the Zerg's economy is going to be halted or going to be stagnated again. But if you're not having to spend any of your minerals, you don't even need an economy. He's literally had these same 2 Hydras since day one. Finally, 22-minute mark, he's going to restart the pressure forward. I guess now that he's killed the economy, he's going to realize that he needs to be spending money. He's got tons of tanks and factories all lined up. He's got he's in an awesome position, but I feel like he transitioned into the late game before it was late game. He had such an advantage, and he just did not pressure there. That was the longest 4 minutes of my life watching him not attack, while literally 4 drones made workers for 20 minutes straight. Gonna get another attack in here, but just not gonna do much. He has Burrow now. He does have Burrow, and he's just slowly growing out, massing his spines and his spores. He's gonna have pretty brutal gas though, because he's masked all of those up where his normal gas does. He's not even collecting from this side, so he's really gonna have to be cost efficient. Now we do see the pressure. If this was happening all game, it would just be so much harder to deal with. All those other things would just be so much better. But I guess he's only comfortable doing it once the Zerg doesn't have a main. Going to try to now do what he can. I would like to see some eradicate on these defilers. You need to be running them in. I want to see that defense matrix eradicate. Then the next step is to just kill all defilers. And then if there's only a couple lurkers down here, a lot of people just don't eradicate the lurkers. But if you eradicate the lurkers, they die too, and then you have to remake lurkers. You need to make sure that the Zerg is having to continually have the right unit combination. Gonna get more eradicates down, which is gonna take out quite a few of those drones. But again, burrowed, no problem. Gonna make more lurkers, more defilers here. We have the Terran just lined up. You can see a big lineup of blue just right outside one swarm. Now that he is pressuring though, I guess this is probably what he's gonna say of why he wasn't pressuring earlier, because like he just has these defilers, but he needs to be. There we go. There we go. That's what I like to see. And he's in a really still in a really great position. I feel like he's been in a great position all game. Like he's been doing good. I just wish he was doing this the whole game. Like I just wish his tanks were right here. I feel like there's no reason for him not to be. Because if the Zerg dares to push forward, you do have all these tanks everywhere. And even if they do pick off your army, like you have the economy, you have all the factories, you have everything that you need to rebuild. There's just no reason for that not to be happening the whole time. The swarm though, obviously pretty good. You can see taking full advantage of the defilers, plaguing and swarming all day long. Gonna just slowly try to build up an army, but Hello he's just in turtle mode, right? Like he's just gonna try to turtle as much as he can while swarming up here. We're gonna see what the next plan is for Mr. Kokanee. Or Mr. Yeah, aka fourdrones. Right, just catching up on all those comments. Continuing to have the tanks. Like I feel like he needs to be eradicating the lurkers. I don't know if he is, but you can see him having to rebuild the lurkers. That is a lot of gas. Okay, he is. I think he is. Yeah, he is. He's eradicating them. This is pretty much where you need like mass vessel tank, really, with even the battle cruisers now. The battle cruisers up here are good because then you're picking off. That's another thing. The Yamamoto, some defilers. But yeah, let us watch. This is where all the action is right here. This is what I wanted to see the whole game. Just so, oh, look at a nice little drop coming in here. We see he's got the full surround. This is like a little game of risk right here. Just trying to take out as much patches as you can. Hello's minerals though are huge. He's finally maxed too. He probably has like 150 drones. But yeah, we're gonna see exactly why defilers should be limited and fastest. But like you can see, he's taken out more and more. He is inching forward now. But like now the economy is pretty good. He is eradicating the lurkers. All right, he is following my advice. It's like he is watching and paying attention. Plague going down. Plague is awesome. I played an hour Protoss Zerg vs Protoss the other day, and I plagued so many Reavers and so many Protoss units. It felt good. Ugh! Losing my voice here though, talking so much. Hour and 34 minutes in. We're 32 minutes in this game. I'm actually we're just waiting. We're just watching Terran here. Slowly push forward. Let's take a gander around. Let's here we go. 1 second. Let's slow this down for 1 second. Oh god, I'm gonna figure those buttons out one day and take a quick gander around the map. See if Terran has done much else. Oh god, I don't even have my keyboard in my lap anymore. So he just got some command centers around here. He's got the noob starports, the newbie looking starports, not very space efficient. Yeah, okay, so he just has tons of factories and starports around the map. Doing what he can. Gonna probably start putting siege tanks up here, but it still doesn't matter. He put all of these spines right by his main. And yeah, we're just seeing the frustration of Terran versus Zerg late game here. How do you beat the Lurker Swarm? Is there a way to beat the Lurker Swarm cost efficiently? I don't know, but luckily we have a ×2. I feel like fourdrones really had an opportunity early game to win this game. Tio was down to 4 drones and just not much. He had 4 lurkers and like 8 hydralisk and 1 defiler. And Terran decided to try to kill the main instead of trying to kill the choke early game when the choke was vulnerable. And if he would have spent all those battle crews and all that stuff on killing the choke, I feel like this game would have been over and Terran would have been victorious. But he let Teal come back from 4 drones to make 150. And now he's masked Lurker Defiler spores. Teal making his first push out. He's going to try to break the line here. Super cost efficiently, but every time that swarm isn't up, right, he's going to get taken out, which is good stuff by our Terran player. He's got a very good surround, making it as difficult as possible for our Zerg player to escape if he ever does. Continually dropping tanks over here just to try to pick off anything that he can. Maximize his DPS. And yeah, we're just going to see more and more lurkers and more defilers and more swarms. Doesn't this make you want to play fastest StarCraft possible? Lurker swarm, mass vessels out. Gonna be able to potentially pick off all these defilers. I feel like defilers would be okay if there wasn't consume. Like, if you had to actually save up energy, you couldn't just have one defiler potentially swarm for 10 hours non-stop. Maybe that's what we do. We need to take out consume for defilers and fastest. I feel like that would help. That would help this. Again, though, let's see what the supplies are at. Hello, getting down there, but he has a huge bank, so it's not like he's in really any trouble. So I guess he'd have a good enough surround, but I like to have spots at each of these mineral patches to make sure that they don't have any sneaky expansions. More and more tank defiler vessel battle here. Just non-stop lurker swarms, non-stop tanks, non-stop eradicates. We haven't seen any guardians really, any anti-air at all. It's hard to go as air as Zerg nowadays because the Valkyries work. And Valkyries make quick work of any Zerg air. Why didn't he nuke? I don't know. I feel like at this point, 40 minutes in, trying a nuke is not a bad idea. I am a big fan of nukes personally. Still not really trying. He does have a big enough surround, and if you have tank range, you can start picking away. I agree, Eddie. I agree, buddy. We should see some nukes. We will tell fourdrones. Nuke next time, bro. Actually, no. We'll tell him if you get someone down to 4 drones, your name, you should attack the choke. Don't try to kill the main. That's what we should teach him, because he shouldn't even be in this position. If he had some map packs, he would have known that Hello was dead. And now Hello is just going to be able to swarm his lurker way back into somewhat of a good position. You can see that he's like, his supply has been low all game. He's just really focusing on swarming non-stop. It's not many hatcheries even. I don't even know what else to say here. This has literally been going on for like 15 minutes straight, just the exact battle here. I would like to see some nukes. I would like to see a variety of things here, because at least when you're nuking, you can get your position back, right? Because you're nuking, and we got a little more coming in here, but like at this point, these guys are so rich. Both these guys are rich. These guys are Donald Trump in it. Swarm going down again. Gonna take out more lurkers. Look at that. We'll just A it and zoom out for a bit because we know nothing else is gonna happen out of this little square. Let us just see how this game ends. Will the Terran break it for $100? Can the Terran break the swarm? Or will the Zerg somehow choke his way into victory? No plans to move out, I think, by Teal anytime soon. He just wants to play the... I guess he's really just surviving, right? Because I don't blame him at this point, because he was down to 4 drones. He was down to 4 drones. 4 drones and like 72 minerals. He was dead. So right now he feels like he's got a second life, and he doesn't care how lame he has to play, because $100, that's why. So if this is his only way to win, he has no problem doing this. And I guess I have no problem with him doing it. If this was just his plan, like if he defended that first attack without taking any damage, then I would be like, yeah, 4 drones, you are playing super duper lame. But considering the situation that Yeah, that Teal was down to only 4 drones. He's playing okay, right? Like, he defended all those battle cruisers. He was ready with his 4 lurkers at the choke with 1 defiler in case he had to use that 1 defiler. And he had a couple hydras to pick off vessels, I guess. But this is fourdrones' fault. Fourdrones, I would say, threw this game. If he loses this game, he threw it. He was donating $100 to Korea, the Korea Fund. And yeah, because it's just a tough spot now. He what he was trying to avoid, he ended up allowing to happen. He wanted to avoid this confrontation with Defiler Vessel at the front by going around with the battle cruisers, but by doing that, ironically enough, he made this game turn into this, because he could have killed that choke. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it now. Even with my APM, I could have taken that choke out. Again, I probably wouldn't have had the game awareness, but if I could map pack and I could see what was going on, I would have crushed hello in that spot. You give me that, you give 4 drones, or you give Teal 4 drones and put Tony G in Blue's position with map packs. Canada wins. Canada would have won 28 minutes ago. But instead, we get to see swarm after swarm, sunken spore colony after sunken spore colony. Ooh, look at, we have a command center built over here. Are we going to get a nuclear silo down? Maybe try some nukes? Oh, a plague going down. That's a nasty old plague. Do we even have a covert ops? No physics lab. I don't see any covert ops anywhere. Still nothing. What is this? It's I don't know. Is this an anticlimactic game or not? I can't tell. I feel like it is if you're a Canada fan. If Korea's probably going crazy right now, right? Like, oh, he went down to 4 drones and now he's running back into it. But as Canada, I'm like, wow, how did we get here? How did we get here? What turn did we take to get ourselves in this situation when we had it won? We had the W. We felt the W in our hands, and now, like Frisbee, we're just chucking it away. It's crazy. It's crazy to me what I'm watching. And this is at times too. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine the frustration of doing this at normal speed? Just lurker swarm after lurker swarm. Defiler after defiler. Eradicate. Who can win? Oh my goodness. Just look at it. Like, just no shame by our Zerg player. He doesn't care. $100 though on the line. Who would? Play as G... I'm not going to say that. 2019. Play as lame as you want to. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how someone can commentate on one thing for this long. So, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. So... Yeah. So, yeah. More lurkers, more defilers, and then we got a couple more swarms. The swarm is going to go on top of the lurkers, and then when the swarm goes on top of the lurkers, anything that shoots, anything that doesn't use their hands or a knife or a weapon to kill can no longer hurt you. And if you do not transition into anything else, he's got like a ton of vessels too. Oh, we have the first Zerg move out. 53 minutes into the game, the Zerg has left its base and is gonna go for a main snipe. Oh, but he does have a lot of command centers on top, but he was able to sneak by there. He's gonna get the main. Oh god, let's normal speed it. Is gonna get the main. Is gonna infest it. Are we gonna see some infested Carridians coming out? The infested command center gonna take out all of the mining at Blue's home while continuing to swarm at home and make more and more drones. Mass lurker, mass defiler, mass muta, taking out the main, doing what he can to take any advantage. That's not what you want as a Terran player, that's for sure, but when you have 39,000 minerals and 22,000 gas. You're not sweating it, that's for sure. You are not sweating it. More defilers going down. The mutas, though, have not been taken care of. Oh, he did pull a couple of these SCVs, but it looks like he's just going to try to push forward. All of the lurkers were taken down for 1 second. He's able to break it, but they go down again. They go down again. Oh, they go down again. I'm going to stop all these tanks from moving forward while more lurkers make. And under here, we got a couple more Zerg defilers. So this is how you play Turtle D for ZVT. This is the optimal base that you want. Actually, he ended up killing a lot of these spores to make hatcheries. But yeah, that's if you do this, theoretically, you can never lose a Zerg versus Terran. I guess, well, you knew if you're playing against this, I guess this Terran too. We should see some nukes. We should see some nukes. I like it, Eddie. I wish you would have at least tried it. We do have... Oh, yeah, look at that. We got some infested Kerrigans bitten, Bill. They're morphing. Are they morphing? Morphing. Morphing. Let's see if they get attacked something. Oh, yeah, you have to pull the workers. Because the infested Terran is going to come out. There's one. There's one. You don't see them very often. Go attack, little guy. What's their stats? 500 damage. They do 500 damage? Oh my god. I didn't even know that. Infested Terran do 500 damage suicide. That is nuts. Ah, we missed it! Damn it! Damn it! Wanted to see that I would rewind it, but it's an hour game and it's gonna do that dumb thing where it has to play through the whole thing again. Oh, this is not looking good for Canada. Not looking good one bit. He's refusing to adapt. He is eradicating and doing this, but like he just hasn't switched it up. I feel like I appreciate the commitment and the effort, but like why couldn't you do that earlier? Why did you have to start that so late when he had such an economy? If you like you knew what to do obviously, but you just didn't do it. You threw the game, fourdrones. You had this game, and now it doesn't look like you're gonna win. It does not look like you're going. If I had to bet money right now, I would not bet on Canada. Oh my god, we got more infested Terrans. Yes, I hope he uses microsm a little bit to take something out again. We're gonna watch these infested Terrans because you know what? We know what's going on up there. Let's watch this. Let's watch these. We're gonna watch these blow up this time. I'm not leaving them. I don't care if the next 10 minutes is me just staring at them. We're not going to miss these blow something up. That will make this worth it. That will be a victory for Canada if these move and blow. Oh, yeah, get those SCVs. 500 damage. Oh, my God. Take your pick, guys. How many are you going to build, bro? You're going to mass infested Terrans? Here we go. They're moving. Where are you going to go, guys? Bam! Nice, bro. 2 supply... Bam! Oh my god, that was dope, guys. That was sweet. Infested Terrans are cool. Why don't you fill some up in a dropship? Drop some of those bad boys. That's what I want to see. He's got 4 more queued up. He is ready to infested Terran this whole base. He's committed to taking out this rest of this base with infested Terrans. Yes! Yes! I love seeing infested Terrans. I'd never see them. I don't even remember the last time I saw one. Saw this many, I guess. Look at him. He definitely grew. Where's a normal Marine? Do we have a normal Marine to compare? Oh, look how tiny that guy is. What, you grow, I guess. I guess like a Zergling goes inside you. Look how big they're. Like that's at least double the size of a Marine. Where are you guys going? Oh, look, he's even micro them. Dope! He just took all those supply depots with 4 infested Terrans. This is magic. More mute is massing out while he just swarms. We know what's going on up here, so let's just check out the infested cam here. We got 5 more queued up. He's paying attention to them. He's doing this. This is awesome. He's got it queued up over here. Where are you gonna go this time, bro? Let's watch what Mr. Infested Terran. Let's just do that quickly to make sure that we're not missing anything. Here we go, bro. Here we go, bro. More supply. He's supply depot hunting. He just takes it out with one boom. What a guy. What is that? How much supply do they have? 500. That's why he's doing that. Their supply. The one infested Terran takes out one supply depot perfectly. He's supply depot hunting. That is awesome. Oh my god. And they do splash damage. So you do it beside two of them. You take out two. This is so dope. Ah! Take it out of barracks. Oh, more. Oh, Terran almost broke by the choke here. Getting in, but no, there's too many lurkers there. Infested Terran going for some supply depots. More mutas coming in. Oh yeah. I don't know. Two infested Terrans to take out of barracks. 3 infested Terrans to take out a starport here. Three infested Terrans pretty much take out anything. How many infested Terrans to take out a command center? 3 infested Terrans will take out a command center. These things are really powerful. If you can actually get these as a Zerg unit, that is unbelievable. Can you imagine a Nidus of infested Terrans? I wonder if they can go in Nidus. Has anyone tried that? Can infested Terrans go into Nidus canals? Oh, guys, you guys wait for Tony G's next Zerg versus Terran. You're gonna see a Nidus infested Terran Nidus. Oh my goodness. The Terran not giving up while his entire base gets taken out by Mutas. He still has an extraordinary amount of minerals since he did not make much production. And yeah, Hello is pleasing. He's making up for how lame he played by entertaining us with some incredible infested Terran play. Just amazing. I wish you could upgrade suicide damage. Oh, he's pooling them up. Where are you going with these guys this time? He's pooling them up. He's going to go for a juicy attack this time. Continuing to swarm up top here, not making any progress whatsoever. While taking out his entire base with Mutalisks. Right now we're pretty much just waiting on the infested Terrans here. They will be key to this game and how this game ends. The Mute is going to continue to take out any chance of fourdrones making any kind of workers. He's now officially, or he's trying to max out on only units. He's going to give up on the SCVs, but he does need command centers. Not command centers, he needs supply depots. Where did all your supply depots, you might ask? Well, ask these guys right here. These little infested Terrans took them out in one blow. Turn around. Oh, yay. Where are you guys going? Yep, just clearing out all the rest of your base. They're going to travel into enemy territory. Taken out. Look at this. Oh, that is awesome. I could watch these guys go all day. Poor fourdrones getting infested Terrans, getting swarmed. Just wild stuff here from the Zerg player. Just not going to give up this choke again. But remember, he was down to 4 drones. Teal fought his way back in an hour and 3 minutes of swarming, and it looks like he is going to take this home for Korea. Hey, how's it going? I actually stream as well. I know you'd like my gaming channel if you checked it out. Yeah, are you not even real, bro? You're a spam. Say something funny and I'll do it. But you're a robot. You're a robot, all is ya back. And I'd pwn you in StarCraft too if you were real. So that's going to be GG. No GG is going to be called. Hello is going to take it. Fourdrones unable to come back from that 3-1 deficit. He did come back from the 3-1 deficit to tie it up at 3-3. And he had his chance. He was so close to winning this game. He had the game. I would say technically he had the game. No. Yeah, I'd say he did. He won the game. And then he just stopped trying to break the choke for some reason. And then he spent 45 minutes trying to break the choke. Ow, a little disappointed by my boy fourdrones, but he played awesome. He still did some sweet little attacks down here. Super impressed by Helois's infested Terran use. Excellent job. I don't think I've quite seen them used quite as effectively as ever in this game. And yeah, Hello did what he could, despite having 0 economy and then losing out on his main. And yeah, he ended up pulling it off. He won himself $100. That's U.S. currency too, so that is a lot more in every other country because I think they have like the highest currency in the world, don't they? One of them. And yeah, congratulations to Hello. Congratulations to Korea for defending your game, the game that you guys have dominated for years and years. And let's actually look at the resources. He did end up mining more resources in the end too, minerals. That is crazy. That is crazy stuff. Hello, somehow pulling that off. A big, major upset. He reversed upset. Fourdrones almost upset him. And then he almost did the reverse, and then we ended up getting reverse after the 3-3. That was an hour game. I'm glad we could ×2 that, though, because that was a difficult stretch of 20 minutes of Swarm there. But yeah, that was the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Some great games here. Some top-level StarCraft. Some back and forth, some yeah, some good stuff. Some Zergs going down to 4 drones and then being able to turtle them way back into victories in hour-long games. We got to see some infested Terrans. Just all around some great StarCraft. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button. And don't forget to tune in next time because it's your boy casting StarCraft fastest map possible. And until next time, see you guys later. Peace, Mason. Much love.